Hi, this is Amanda Woodruff with Westwood Acres. Today we're going to be cutting some bias binding. I've cut myself 42 inches of fabric because if I'm going to make bias binding, I'm going to make a lot of it. You can always use a smaller piece, even like a fat quarter, and the principles are the same. So just depending on what size you use, it's nice if it can be kind of square. So I cut off my selvage and I'm just going to toss it over there. And then I'm going to open up my piece of fabric. And instead of folding it in half the way that they have folded it for bolt, you're going to fold it in half this direction. So the two sides that are next to each other will be laying flat together just like that. Okay, now once you've done that, to make it all fit on your cutting mat, you're going to fold it over into kind of an envelope shape, as my assistant told me. Okay, so we're going to fold this piece over. Now we're going to be cutting up and down along this edge, so we're also going to fold this piece over. We're going to be cutting it like this, so when you look at it, it should look like that. Okay, and when you cut it, you're going to cut this fold off right here. And then you're going to cut it the width that you need your binding. For me, I generally cut at 2 1/4 inches, but if you're using it for garment sewing, you can cut it at a different width. So I folded it like that, and now I'm just going to lay my ruler, and this is my favorite ruler for cutting anything yardage wise. It's an 8.5 by 24 inch ruler, and you just line up your 1 inch measurement or your 2 inch measurement. You just want to make sure it's straight along the folded edge before you cut, and then make sure it's straight up this edge too, and get it just nice and square. And then you'll cut like that, and when you're done, you're going to end up with a piece of fabric that looks like this. And the benefit of the bias binding is it's going to be a lot stretchier than straight of grain binding. So if you're going around a curve or doing an armhole or binding a quilt that has a curved corner or a scalloped edge, this is a much easier binding to use. So this is how I do binding, and then I will just go and assemble it and I'll attach it to my quilt. Thanks so much for watching.